It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I heard them saying that we lost diversity in rap. How the fuck is that when y'all just been supporting trap? I'm charged up like jumper cables, dropping with no label, breaded up like bagels, finna wipe these niggas off the map. I got some shit in the tuck you ain't heard of. Sipping Bloody Mary, my lyrics on bloody murder. Your name in my journal circled. I'm riding with your beach, yeah, we out at Myrtle. The second coming to greatness, I feel like color purple. I'm on the level y'all ain't ready for. Shout it, want the wood, I'm a cutting board. Been a legend in Atlanta, bitch, I'm Pastor Troy. Pretty boy, but that money finna pull a Floyd. The jewels sparkle in that water, pass me a LaCroix. River Daily, you never needed the alias. Independently checking my Nikes, came from them avias. I've been on my hustle, car shuffle, niggas hearts muffled. If you want trouble, got muscle like WrestleMania. Boy, stop. We looking at Porsche drives, been rapping 20 years. I'm insuring my boy's box. They call me unorthodox. I'm orthodontic when it come to profit. Safety first, but let me switch the topic. Y'all rappers all in my DMs to promote your tracks. Every morning logging in, I report the trash. You gotta take it on the chin if you want it bad. I'm used to it, I've been through it. I'm using my point of view as an influence. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. This is probably going to be the only video that I put out for today, but this is going to be an interesting one because we're going to be covering quite a few topics in this one video. All right. Now, before we get started, I want to just go ahead and put out there, for those of y'all that be commenting on these Dad Gang hats, you know what I'm saying? If you like these hats, I got the link down in the description for all of these videos, you know what I'm saying? Got a special code for you to use for all the fathers out there, for all the people out there with amazing fathers. You want to get something like a gift for them, you know what I'm saying? However it slices out, if you're in a relationship with a great father, or you co-parenting with a great father, you know what I'm saying? Use the code down below. You feel me? Now, we're going to get into Elliott Wilson and the bigger picture because they recently had an episode drop. And in that episode, they discussed Cardi B and her new album, Am I the Drama? Now, we already know about the album. We already know about the bonus edition. We have a new edition that's come out last night featuring Lotto with the Airtime remix. And now there's also another edition, as in the Barty Gang edition, which is available on Cardi B's website with additional records. We're going to revisit that and talk about all of that in just a few. But before we get into the specifics of that, we're going to talk about Elliott Wilson and a very controversial, perhaps, statement that he made on the show in which he declares that Cardi B actually makes better albums than Nicki Minaj. Now, some people may not want to have this conversation. Some people may be tired of the comparisons, and I understand all angles of that. I'm exhausted as well, but this is Cardi B's moment, right? This is what 7 years of lead time has led us to. Therefore, in her moment, we're going to talk about the things encapsulating her moment, just like we do for anybody else when they're the talk. This is one of the biggest albums of the year, and I'm not just talking about biggest in terms of sales, but we're also talking about in terms of conversation, controversy. The music itself sounds big. It's well produced. It's one of the few albums that we received this year from a major hip hop act that actually delivered music that feels major. The Clips are the others, and they're a major act that came out independently and gave us a major rollout, major music, major budget videos, etc. But there's not too many others in hip hop that have actually delivered in this calendar year. There's others that have dropped good music, but it hasn't felt big and momentous the same way. That's all I'm comparing at this current moment. Okay? But Elliott says Cardi makes better albums than Nicki. He didn't just say that for Am I the Drama? He echoed those very same sentiments for Invasion of Privacy. And he says, overall, she just is a better album maker. He feels like both albums will go down as classics, whereas he's not sure how many classics Nicki herself has delivered musically. If you've been watching me for a while on this channel, I've said the very same things and have been stomped out, curb stomped, slapped up, thrown in the trash. Niggas talk shit, try to talk about my mama. The whole shit. They ain't trying to talk about my mama. But you get what I'm saying. So it's very interesting that Mr. Elliott Wilson has come out today and basically said the same thing. I haven't heard too many people in mainstream media or any of these larger publications, journalists, or podcasters that are willing to stand on this, but I think the tide is shifting, and I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into the conversation from the bigger picture in which this statement was boldly put out there.
I'm in alignment with that thought process. It could be 2 or 3, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me take it further then. You ready for me to take it further?
Okay, you take it further.
She doesn't like me anymore. That says she, so you know it's not Drake.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
I love Nicki. I still think Nicki's the GOAT for her accomplishments in hip hop.
Yes.
I consider her the GOAT. With all respect to the pioneer female MCs that came before her. Cardi is showing her greatness. Cardi makes better albums than Nicki Minaj. Both these albums are better than any album Nicki Minaj has ever done. They're both classic albums to me. This is the level she's at. So to me, she solidified her spot as being also, to me, number 2 greatest underneath Nicki right now of all time. That's how good I think her albums are. I think Nicki's made good albums, but these are both great albums. And Invasion of Privacy is all nothing but hits. But I think the people that do like, I heard the same thing people saying to me, is like people that like this more than that, is that she's actually a better rapper now. She's rapping better. Her delivery's better. She's got more confidence. Like the records were gifted to her in that sense, but this record, she's making it her beat. Even the production is very, it's a lot of no-name producers and the production is very consistent and it's kind of very like, how do I describe it? Like in the backdrop where her voice always kind of hits above the music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more about her
Energy.
presence, her energy carries every song. And I think with that, again, I think both albums are going to end up being viewed as classic albums to me.
But I really hate that now I have to make
Let's
this
go.
a Nicki
Debate
Cardi
show.
thing because I
Debate
did not
show.
want to say before I even got my opinion
No,
off.
we're
now I
talking
have to
about
go-
greatness.
Okay. So two things.
No, you go to the first point. You can
No.
skip that.
I'll defend that first because the Pink Print is better than both of Cardi's albums. I will say that.
Really?
And
The
I
Pink
love
Print?
both
I gotta
Cardi
go listen to
albums,
this
but
album.
the Pink Print is a classic. It is a
Really?
better album. Yes. I will stand on
serious?
that. I 100% will stand on that. I didn't love some Nicki albums, but the Pink Print
I
is
think the Pink Print is my favorite Nicki album. I will go listen to the Pink Print again
because it has
this week.
everything else you'd want. It has hits, it has emotion, it has narrative, it has rapping at a high level, it has great features, like everything you'd want from an album.
So you think Pink Print is better than both Cardi albums?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
That is-
I like that.
yes.
I may
But-
not agree, but I like
You
that.
like Anaconda?
No, that is my skip. That is my skip.
That's her
Hate Anaconda.
outside.
That's yeah. Anaconda is my skip. It is-
That was the first single, right?
yes.
Yeah. No, but that's my favorite Nicki album, the Pink Print. But I didn't view it as good as Invasion of Privacy or this new Cardi album.
Was Anaconda on there?
Is that Anaconda?
Oh yeah, it is. It's
Yep.
16.
That was first
okay.
single.
And I also won't say what you. I won't go as far as you guys said. I still have Chance and Jid above this Cardi album.
Chance and Jid.
Yes, both.
She got Cardi at 4.
I got Cardi at 4.
And
Likely.
Freddie Gibbs and ALC at 5. All favorite?
Probably Gibbs. I have Saba up there. I have to go through my list. Like
Gotcha.
she's in that
She
top.
cracked
5,
your top 4.
Yeah, top 5 for sure. But what I will say is she really delivered. Yeah. Like Cardi had so much pressure on her, not only from the fans, but I think from herself. Like you could tell she didn't want to drop that album until it was right. And everything you'd want from a Cardi B album, you received on this project. You got.
All right. So that is the bigger picture with Elliott Wilson, Jeremy Heck, and DJ Head. Shout out to the fellas over there. And I'm in concurrence with Elliott Wilson. I already said that at the top of the video, but Jeremy Heck did push back. He countered that and he said that he feels like Nicki Minaj's Pink Print album is a stronger outing. Which, on the surface, I disagree with, but I am willing to revisit. Let me take myself out of the corner. I think I will have some time this weekend. So what I want to do with y'all, I got a lot of new signups on Patreon, but I'm going to need y'all to be Patreon tuned the fuck in. All right. So Saturday, I think I will have some time in the afternoon. And I want to do a Cardi B verse Nicki head to head. We're going to listen to the album live because you could go live on Patreon now without no extra software. So I want to put Invasion of Privacy versus The Pink Print. And I want to put Am I the Drama versus Pink Friday 2, since that's the last one that Nicki dropped. And I'm going to listen to all 4 albums on Patreon. And I'm going to document which songs I like from each project. And I'm going to deduce whose albums have more likable songs for me out of the 4 albums. And I'm going to be brutally honest on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I've been brutally honest anyway on my channel. Y'all know the songs that I'm not fond of from Am I the Drama? My opinion of those records has not changed. So I haven't listened to Invasion of Privacy in a while. It'll be a nice refresher course. I haven't listened to The Pink Print in a very long time. Well, I ain't gonna say a very long time because I remember revisiting Nicki's whole discography sometime last year. But and that's why I say I really don't like her albums, because I went back and listened to them to be like, you know what? Let me be real. Let me just listen to all her shit straight through. And I was like, yeah, I really don't like her albums. But I always give her credit for being a trailblazer, for being uber successful, having one of the strongest fan bases, for being talented enough to go toe to toe with the guys. I give her credit for having excellent verses earlier in her career. But she hasn't displayed so much of that same energy in the last decade. So revisiting The Pink Print and even comparing that output to what we got on Pink Friday 2 is going to be an interesting expedition. So I think I'm going to set that up for probably 2 p.m. just to give myself some wiggle room, some time to eat, and, you know, have my affairs in order Saturday. I want to go live on Patreon where I can play the music without interruption, without copyright restrictions, without YouTube coming and kicking me off midstream. Live. It's not going to be pre-recorded. I'm going live on Patreon. So if you want to tune in to this head-to-head, Invasion of Privacy versus The Pink Print, Am I the Drama versus Pink Friday 2, you need to be locked in on Patreon. Up here, patreon.com/Real J Nolan, this Saturday at 2 p.m. No holds barred. Okay? But on the surface, I agree with Elliott Wilson because both albums are generally more enjoyable. I've always said this, you know, so it feels good to have somebody that's more tenured in this game, more tenured in this coverage, actually say the same thing, because I think a lot of people feel the same way, but they don't want to come out and say it. They want to preserve some level of relationship. They want to reserve some level of not getting snapped on social media. But salute to Elliott for that one. I don't agree with all his takes, but I'm in agreement with that one. Now let's get into some of the updates. We're not talking about the drama with JT. We're still waiting to see if JT's going to drop her diss track. There's a whole hour video getting into all of that stuff. If you haven't seen that, it came out yesterday. You can enjoy that. It's a whole hour. But what we're getting into now is the latest updates with the album. All right. So earlier in the week, we got the bonus edition with a track called Doing Too Much. And I believe Doing Too Much was a song that Cardi B previewed in the downtime before the album came out that fans wanted on there. I saw some people on social media that were like, you fucked us up by not including it. Now it's included on the bonus edition, right? Last night, we got the new feature from Lotto, Time, which is very Atlanta, very Jeezy inspired. My wife wanted a Jeezy remix. I said Jeezy could stay his ass home. You know what I mean? Jeezy got his own shit coming. He got his own album. He got his own shit to worry about. That last project he did, the first song reminded me of old school Jeezy. It was only a couple songs I liked from it. He make sure you musically are delivering on your own shit. All right? And I want to say this real quick. Just because we be in moments of celebrating shit and people be on certain sides or whatever, don't expect me to be preferential to niggas just because they own somebody's side. All right? And I'm saying this in reference to the ASAP Rocky shit from the other day when I went on a little rant telling him to get his affairs in order before he come out and start talking about other niggas. Seen some people didn't really like that. I saw most people thought it was funny. Most people was good with it. But, yo, I'm a fan of ASAP Rocky. That don't mean his music been good. And just because he's visibly against Drake and all that good shit, don't mean I'm finna co-sign everything he say. And just because I do co-sign what he said, don't mean that his music ain't up for debate. That's what I talk about on this channel, is niggas' activity and their music. He been pump faking 2 to 3 years. The music he's been, they call this man Snippet Man on Twitter because all he do is play snippets that don't never drop and them shits be halfway mid anyway. Now, same applies to Jeezy. Salute to you. We love you here. You're an Atlanta legend. Okay? But make sure your affairs is in order with this project. I don't want to have to come on here and clown your ass. All right? Anyway, we got the Lotto feature on Time, right? Which created a new bonus edition of Am I the Drama? Time edition, featuring Lotto. I think Lotto was the natural choice for the feature on this record. Clearly, Cardi name dropped her. Bad Yellow Bitch look like Lotto in this motherfucker. That was a fucking layup. That was an alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? Who didn't see that coming? I just was talking about Lotto the other day, you know what I mean, as a potential supporting act on the tour. But again, it doesn't seem like Cardi is going to end up having a supporting act on the tour now that they're adding more dates and needing to invest more of the budget into production. But if they happen to double back and decide to have a supporting act, I would put my bid in for Lotto personally. Now, as it pertains to her feature, I think she did a pretty good job. You know what I mean? Am I crazy about Lotto's verse? No, not gonna lie. It's a cool verse. It doesn't sound bad. It's just not necessarily memorable. I'm still on the campaign of bring real remixes back. Let's start, you know what I mean? If we're gonna do remixes in hip hop, let's make remixes matter. Let's do something extra to the beat. Let's add not only just a new artist or another artist, but let's add another verse. Hell, if you're feeling frisky, put 2 new artists on the motherfucker, man. If you ain't gonna add your own verse, let another motherfucker get a piece of that bit. So we can at least feel like, oh shit, there's something different going on. That's not aimed directly at Cardi B, but Cardi B is the subject of the video. So that's how I feel about remixes in general. Niggas be dropping remixes and it really don't be shit. But the same song already, you put one of your verses on mute, you let another nigga come fill in your motherfucking verse, they do they shit, and then the song go off, and it's like, okay, it ain't really a remix. It ended up just being like another version of the same song. Remixes used to be events. Remixes used to have something special to where you'd be like, oh shit, I remember the remix. Remixes used to feel like something that actually made artists want to be involved in it. Like, oh shit, I'm finna do a remix with this nigga, man. Y'all, I can't wait for y'all to hear it because it's slightly different. But she had some good bars on there nonetheless. Y'all know I'm a fan of Lotto. I love Lotto, but I'm also one of Lotto's biggest critics. You know what I'm saying? Because I want her to be great. I want her to do great. And sometimes, you know, I think she gets comfortable. And I don't think she's at the place in her career in comparison to the rest of her peers to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting her to like really pop out and show niggas. But you know, everybody works how they work. I can't force her to do anything. You know what I mean? She's from my area. I really want her to be like one of them ones. And I think she has the talent. She has the potential to do it. It's just really contingent upon what it is that she wants to portray and put out there, you know? Now let's get to this Am I the Drama Bardi Gang edition that just hit the streets today. All right, this is a digital download that is available on Cardi B's web store, store.cardiB.com, and it's only available for purchase today. Okay? But with this particular web store exclusive, which is only $8 for the download, you're going to get some heavy additions to the album. All right? So there's 30 songs, or 30 entries, I should say, on here. Up to track 22, 23. Y'all already know what that is. Killing You Hoes, Whopping Up, right? And everything else that was on the album. But then when you go down, track number 24, you get Money, of course, which came out after Invasion of Privacy. You got Please Me with Bruno. Oh my fucking goodness. You got Please Me with Bruno Mars. That's one of her biggest records, period. I think that bitch like 7-8 times platinum on its own. You got Press, which came out after Invasion of Privacy. I think Money is damn near 2 times platinum. I think Press is 1 or 2 times platinum. You got Bongos, which would solidify Megan Thee Stallion's second appearance, which we've already had both of these records out. I think that record is damn near gold or platinum. You got Like What Freestyle that came out last year. And you got Enough that came out last year, which I think is damn near gold or platinum on its own as well. And then you've got number 30, which is Dear Bardi Gang, which I'm pretty confident is a voice note from Cardi B thanking her fans for supporting this. Now, I'm not going to buy it in front of y'all because I don't want y'all seeing my card information and no transaction shit like that. But once I finish this video, I'm going to go ahead and purchase it and see what the fuck is up. But I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, I can imagine that there's thousands of people that bought this shit today just to support. It probably won't count toward first week numbers. It probably will count towards second week numbers. But if this version ends up going out on streaming, this album's going to be diamond within the next 30 to 60 days. Now, we're not talking about diamond in terms of first week, not second week. We're talking about general sales. If they tabulate all of these songs that came out in between albums, we're going to see the fastest diamond album in history. Just going to go ahead and prepare y'all for that. Some people are going to shit their pants. Some people are going to have a fucking cookout this weekend before it get too cold outside for this shit. Whatever side of the fence you fall on, I just want to let y'all know what's on the way. Now, the thing about Cardi B doing these bonus editions, other editions, is she's not the first artist. She's not the only artist that's doing these things. As a matter of fact, her direct competitor has been doing this for the last 2 years. Want to see? Let's do it. So first off, let's just look at the editions that Cardi B has available. All right, you got Am I the Drama? You got Am I the Drama Apple Red Vinyl. You got Am I the Drama signed CD. Am I the Drama signed vinyl. Am I the Drama alternative covers. Number 2 signed vinyl. Am I the Drama journal box set. Am I the Drama Pretty and Petty. All pink. Am I the Drama Pretty and Petty alternate signed vinyl. Am I the Drama courtroom edition vinyl. Am I the Drama Courtroom Edition CD. Another Courtroom Edition CD. Am I the Drama Alternate Cover 4. Am I the Drama Magnet Alternate Cover 4, signed vinyl. Am I the Drama Amended Digital Download. Am I the Drama Digital. Am I the Drama Bonus Edition Digital Amended. How you got bonus and amended? Now that's funny. Or is that the edited version when they say amended, like the clean version? Am I the Drama Bonus Edition Explicit? Am I the Drama Time Edition? Of course, that's the Lotto. Okay, amended is clean. Am I the Drama Time Edition Explicit? And Am I the Drama Barty Gang Edition? Web store exclusive. And you might look at that and say, God damn, that's a lot, which it is. I didn't count along the way, but how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 versions of the album. It's a lot. But let's go see what the other rapper has. So we're now here on Nicki Minaj official shop. And we have here Pink Friday 2 Gag City Deluxe. Pink Friday 2 Gag City Deluxe Clean. Pink Friday 2 Explicit Digital. Pink Friday 2 Clean Digital. Pink Friday 2 D2C version 1. I don't even know what the fuck D2C, because D2C ain't that supposed to be direct to consumer? Version 1. Pink Friday 2 D2C version 1 clean. Pink Friday 2 D2C version 2 digital. Pink Friday 2 D2C version 2 clean. Sounds like familiar tactics, right? Pink Friday 2 D2C version 3 digital. D2C version 3 clean. Not only that, but she drops digital versions of her features on other people's projects, even though those artists don't even sell digital versions of their own shit. Sorry. We got some more shit. Princess Diana. So she be selling all this shit. And there's other versions of these fucking albums. Not to mention, she got about 8 versions of Pink Friday. So Nicki released 10 different versions of Pink Friday 2. And that was ahead of Cardi. So, okay, it was cool for you. You did 10 versions. I'm going to do 20. Fuck it. And I'm going to do different photo shoots just for this shit. If it was fine for you to do 10, it should be fine for me to do 20. Because it's a bunch of people in the industry that don't do any additional versions of their album. So, again, if it's cool for the goose, let it be cool for the gander, right? This is the game that y'all like to play. This is the game that Taylor Swift plays. This is the game that Ariana Grande was playing at one point. This is the game that Justin Bieber was playing at one point. This is the game that a lot of people be running. But it seems like only one person has been getting shitted on for doing it. And just for the interest of equality, I just don't be thinking that shit is okay. You know what I mean? You don't have to buy none of them. So, at the end of the day, if people continue to go out and buy each version, if they have the disposable income to do that, hey man, they're buying albums. It was cool on that side, should be cool on the other. So I don't want to hear no bullshit, but that's what I got for y'all. Now, once again, I'm going to say it again because it's been a little minute. Saturday, if you are a member of my Patreon, if you're a patron, I will be going live on Patreon. You can go live on Patreon now. It's not going to be YouTube affiliated at all. You're going to get an email notification at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. I don't know what that's going to translate to your specific time zone, but 2 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday, you will get an email notification or a Patreon notification that I'm going to be live, and we are going to play Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, Pink Print. We're also going to play Am I the Drama, Cardi B versus Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj. And out of those 4 albums, or those 2 matchups, I will be brutally honest about each and every song, production, lyrics, etc. And we'll document how many songs I like from each project versus the other, and what my score is for each and which one I like better. If you would like to join me, you can join the Patreon at patreon.com/RealJNolan. If you're already a member, you won't have to, but that's the move this Saturday, okay? I will see y'all there. Trying to figure out other ways to keep y'all tuned in and keep y'all fulfilled. For those of y'all that are joining on the Patreon, I greatly appreciate those of y'all that have. I greatly appreciate those of y'all that have sent Cash Apps or other means, have joined as members on YouTube, stuff like that. Unfortunately, YouTube just has certain limitations with this copyright stuff that I'm still trying to figure out. So that's how we're going to circumvent the system, all right? I'm going to catch y'all later. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'm going to catch y'all later, man. Peace. Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day, I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built. I had to evolve and grow, cause I could've been killed.